welcome to a video. I don't know, I never know the order videos are getting posted on this channel. However, I might look a little familiar if this is the video back to back with the video that I literally just filmed in real life here. I just opened my first booster box of Evolving Skies here, and since many of you have expressed your interest in either seeing my binders, my Pokemon card binder collection, or you have expressed interest in how I do my binders, because everyone has a little different take on it, I feel like, how they store their cards and how they organize them in their binders, I figured I could make a video about it. You know, there's a new set here. I'm about to put this binder together. I haven't done so yet because I just opened up my first cards of this set, and I'm excited to do so with you guys. This is one of my favorite parts about collecting the cards, is putting the binder together. It's very just like, I don't know, I've gotten to a point where it's methodical, it is relaxing, you know, I can put on a favorite YouTuber in the background, maybe watch someone play a Pokemon game, or watch someone open Pokemon cards, or none of the above. Maybe I'm watching Below Deck or something on Bravo, I don't know. But it's me time, and I really enjoy doing it. It's very fun for me, and I do it in a way that A, I think is organized, B, I think it's easy, and C, it just makes sense, and it makes it so that I feel good when I flip through my binder. I feel like I've gone through a few kind of like iterations of how I've done my binders in the past, and the way that I used to do it always ended up frustrating me at some point. But I've finally gotten it to a point where I never feel frustrated, so like I think that means I have found my way, my permanent way of doing it. So I would love to show you guys how. So as you can see on my desk here in the B-roll footage, this is the aftermath of opening a booster box of cards. Very fun, right? Very nice. We love the chaos. I don't know, some people might, but I do not. So I'm very ready to organize these cards with you all. They are all jumbled, they're all mixed. Let's do something about it. So basically, while I'm doing the filming of the card unboxing, I'm slightly separating the cards, not by much. I mean, I usually have my hit pile where I've got all of my secret rares, my ultra rares, my holos, and my reverse holos that I pull so that I can do a recap with you guys. But otherwise, all of the code cards and everything, I could do this more organized. I could. But I just don't while I'm filming because that takes more time. So these cards I definitely have to shuffle through and go through. These cards I need to sleeve up, and we'll do that together. Alright, so hopefully you guys can see I've really got to find one of those, or get like a small TV monitor or something that I can plug in to my other camera so that I can see, because I don't have any way. There's no like flip screen or anything, so I have no idea if you're in focus and whatnot. I sure hope you are. But basically I stacked everything up into a pile here of the commons, uncommons, this is the reverse rares, there's energies, and the code cards. I have got my shiny cards that need to be sleeved right here. The tools of the trade that I use for my binder stuff, I use sticky notes. So I buy just one of these little tiny sticky note cubes, and I've just got some leftovers from another pack. And I use Ultra Pro binders. Sorry, I hit my tripod. I've just got a plain gray one here to use, and I've got some stickers in the mail to put on top. I also have some extra pages because I'll probably need them for a set this big. So I've got some extra pages, these pro pages from BCW. They are very good, I like them. And then for sleeves, my absolute favorite are these ones right here. These, I forget the name, I'll put it on the screen, but these are the Perfect Fit sleeves from Japan. I've got some more in the mail. I think they're getting to me tomorrow, but I've got these left. And I have got other sleeves though. So in the meantime, I will be using these BCW Elite Deck Guard 80, well, it's an 80 pack, but they're just the black gloss ones. These ones are also really good, but I believe they're a little more expensive. I've always just gotten these for free as bonuses when I order from DA Card World. I don't order from them often anymore, purely because they price a lot of their stuff, or most of their stuff. But if I can find something from them that is like $10 or less more than retail price, I'll buy from them. That's fine if I can't find it anywhere else. But I like the glossy sleeves the best. I don't like the sleeves that are matte. It takes away from the shine. But so I go ahead and I sleeve up my cards so that they can stay nice and safe. I don't know, I just, because, you know, it would be fun to have other colors of these, but I like the black in the back. I don't like it, you know, like if you were to have a pink one or a yellow one, it just takes away from the artwork of the card, I think, personally. So the black ones are my favorite, just because then they blend into the background of the pages of the Ultra Pro and whatnot of my binder. So like I said, I basically just go ahead and I sleeve up my rare cards so that they're nice and protected and happy and safe and loved. You know, Pokemon cards, amongst many other hobbies, it's an expensive one, it is. So I like to take care of the things that I have, because I paid good hard-earned money for them, you know? So I know some people even, I don't know, like some people don't sleeve their holos and whatnot, or even their V cards, and I'm just like, yeah, but I know they're not worth a lot now, but what if in the future they are? And not that I sell any of my cards, however, I don't know if someone in my family like inherits them and wants to make some money off of them, whatever. So long as they go to a loving new home, I will be happy once I am dead. That will be fine by me. But also, I just want to be able to, like, in the future, if/when I decide to look through any particular binder of mine, I want to be able to be like, oh my gosh, look at the happy cards. They're all still in, like, you know, pack fresh condition. I just pulled these out of the pack. You know, couldn't be any better. Not completely true in the sense that, you know, not all of these are perfect 10s or anything, but, you know, they're as good as they ever were, or at least close to. So, like I said, I know a lot of people don't sleeve up the holos, but I do. And I know a lot of people don't sleeve up the reverse rares, but I do. And you can call me crazy. I know it's an extra expense to do so, but like I also said, you know, this is one of my main hobbies, one of my main loves, and because of that, I take it seriously. I want to do it right, you know? So this is what I do. Basically, sleeve all these up, blah, blah, blah. I will be doing the rest of them as well, but I will also be going through and organize all of these cards by either, you know, this is kind of twofold. I do commons, I'll do an energy pile, common, I'll do an uncommon, energy, uncommon. I've also got code cards. You can try. I don't know if these are still available, you know, since I gave them out in my other video, but there you go. Those I do in another pile, so I can put those in recycling, and then I'll have a pile for my non-holo rares. Again, code card. We've got a common, an uncommon, oh, double analog. And then I will also do a pile for my reverse cards, my reverse holos. So basically I'm just putting these into piles, and then from there I do even further of a separation. Here, let me finish what I've got in my hand here, and then I will show you. So I will then, you know, energies put away. I don't sort those. But then all of these I end up sorting. So actually I don't even, what am I talking about? I usually don't do an uncommon pile. I do a trainer pile, because that'll be at the back. I put mine in order. So I do commons and uncommons in one pile, trainers in another pile, which I think they're, I don't know. Okay, and then once I have those separated out, then, you know, since I'll have a pile of only trainer cards, I'll organize those by number, and then these I have based on energy, because that's how Pokemon does their sets. And eventually you will memorize the order that Pokemon does their sets. So grass, then fire, then water, then electric, then psychic, etc. down the line, ending in the colorless. And so I'll just sort mine based on that order, and I'll just do it, sorry Zinnia, I'll just do it based on type, and then after that I will then do it based on number within that. So here, we'll keep on going. Sorry, I pretend these are the only types we have, okay? So then once I've got all of my psychic cards, we can see this is number 67, we can see this is 78, and then 79. Okay, those were already in order, great. The grass cards, we have got 11, 17, and 12, so then I would just arrange those to be in order. Great. And then same thing with water. We've got 32, 43, 42, 45, 45. Great. And also while I'm doing this, if I end up having duplicates like this Avalugg, I keep 3 of each card. Why? I don't know. I only need 1, but I keep 3. If I have 3, I keep 3. So I choose which 3 I think look the best, and I keep those. And then whichever ones I think looked not as great, those go into a bulk pile. So that's what I'm going to be doing. You will get, excuse you, this is my binder video, and I do it how I want. You can do it differently. Like I said, this is my me time. I love doing this organizing of these cards. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Like I said, you guys will get a speed through of it, and then I'll be back and we can keep on keeping on. All right.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boys.
So, face cam is off. I actually got my sleeves in the mail. I don't have time to charge my camera. But these are the sleeves that I love. Like I said, they are the perfect fit sleeves. I get these in bulk off of Amazon. They're pretty cheap, but they are affordable. I mean, you can see the difference. These are the perfect fit. They're just a much tighter fit, and they are clear on both sides, while normal or more normal sleeves, they are a bit thicker, and also they tend to have some kind of a backing. Either there'll be a print on here like you get in a Pokemon ETB or whatever. Sometimes they're matte. I personally don't like those because I like to see the shine of my card, and these are just more sturdy. I assume, you know, if you're using cards to actually play the game, I would assume you would rather use something like this, but the perfect fits are perfect for me in putting in binders. So I went ahead and sleeved all of my cards. Like I said, my other camera died, so this had to go off screen, doing all the sleeving and also re-sleeving once I found out these were actually here in the mail. So I went ahead and basically any ultra rares and higher, I'm putting in these black sleeves, you know, a little fancier. And also, since these are a bit thinner, the perfect fit sleeves Since holos are much more common, then I can stack a few of them in my binder pages. So I went ahead and did that. I also went ahead and I just do the perfect fit sleeves on my reverse holos. And I've got all of them in order, numerical order, you know, in the main set, and then all in numerical order for the reverses. Now is the fun part. The organizing can get a bit tedious. I feel like it's one of those things where at first I'm like so into it and then I get so sick of it. But like, here's my extra bulk that I end up having, and then these babies are gonna make up our binder. So this is basically what you can look for if you're gonna be buying a booster box and you're wanting to fill out a binder. You get a lot of stuff to work with for sure. Now here's where it gets a little tricky in terms of filming this. I've got limited desk space here and there is rhymes to my reasons. Okay, so I need my laptop out and able to be clicked because I do this by going on to, it's called Pokélector. I'll have a little thing on screen, I don't know, a split screen or a cutaway, something. This, as you can see, not only is a way to index as many of the Pokemon trading cards, the games, all of the sets as possible, but also it's a super awesome resource to keep track of. Instead of having to go to your binder every time you want to make sure you do or don't have a card, you can log it here on Pokélector, and it makes it so easy. It's not completely foolproof. There have been times where I have logged that I have a card and then it doesn't end up saving somehow, but you just can go and browse sets. They have the English sets and the Japanese sets depending on what you're collecting, and then you can just click on the set. So we are doing Evolving Skies, and then you can see the release date, you can see how many cards, how many secret rares there are, how many you have, and how many more you need. So very exciting. There are also a lot of pop-up ads on this site, just so you know. But yeah, so basically I just pull this up and have it sitting here ready to go, and then I have got my binder, whichever, you know, color, whichever one I'm doing. I love these Ultra Pro binders, not only because they're good to stick stickers on, but also they come in a variety of colors, and also they've got the nice side loading, I don't know what you call it, microfiber cloth type backing on them, so your cards stay nicer. They're double-sided. I mean, they're really good. If anything, I just wish they held a few more cards, purely because the Pokemon sets have gotten so big lately, but normally for one set this is a perfect-ish size. You might need one or two extra pages, but typically not too many more. So yeah, like I said, to begin, you just open up your binder. Great, and then we've got our first cards. So Pinsir is number 001 out of 203 there in the set. You can see in the bottom left corner. So he's number 1. He is number 1. Yeah! So he goes in the number 1 slot, and basically it continues as such. So we have got our Hoppip cards. I did separate so that I had 3 of each, like I said, but since this is a new set and I will be opening more cards, and because these are not well cut, most of them, I'm actually just gonna slip one of them in, either A as a placeholder or B, you know, I just want to be able to pick other cards if I end up getting some nicer cut cards, but I just go in order. So we've got 1, 2, 3, ta-da, and then you will see we are missing one. I do not have a Jumpluff yet. Got it in the reverse, but not the regular holo, so we've got to leave a space for number 4 Jumpluff, but then we can go ahead and slide in number 5 C-Dot. I mean, I really am just looking at the Pokélector website, so Pinsir, Hoppip, Skiploom, Jumpluff, C-Dot, Tropius I do not have, Leafeon I do not have, or VMAX I do not have, but I do have Petilil, so that will get slid on into there. And the party's not over yet, because this is the extra fun part, or I think it's extra fun, when you go to refilling your binder, and also so that you can see what you still need. You don't have to pull up Pokelector. I mean, this really is kind of an extra step, but I find it very satisfying. So stick with me here. I just go ahead and I write the Pokemon's name that I'm missing. So in this case, it is Jumpluff, and then it is number 4 in the set. So I will go ahead and put that sticky note right in the middle where Jumpluff belongs. I'm sorry, I am just now realizing you couldn't see much of that. I told you, space is a problem here. But here, let's do it again. So Jumpluff, C. Tropius. I do not have Tropius, so we will write his name there, or their name there, and then it is number 6, and then we peel the sticky, and we put the sticky in the middle where he is going, or they are going to go. Then we've also got Leafeon V, and it is number 7. I just like writing the number on there because sometimes I'll mix up cards in a set if I'm going through multiple sets or something, and sometimes I won't realize that I'm going to put the wrong card in. So it's like if I see that I need Tropius number 6 and then in my hand I've got Tropius number 7 or 8, I can be like, but wait, it's supposed to be number 6, and then I can notice whether or not I'm, wrong set or whatever. I don't know. Again, it might be a little much for some people, but I personally really like doing it this way. And then we have got Leafeon VMAX. I hope I can pull these babies, these beautiful cards, number 8, and then we stick it on here. And I just go through and literally do this page by page by page, and as I'm going through, I was just using my eyeliner cup as a paperweight here, but I just go through, and while I'm doing this, like I said, I'm usually watching a YouTube video or something, and it's just nice and calming and relaxing, and I can check off on Pokelector at the same time which cards I have and which ones I need. And like I said, these are double-sided, so I just do them on both sides all the way through. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and then I will show you what the finished result looks like. Oh, just you wait. I mean, I think it ends up looking nice. So, one moment. And 2 hours later, here we have it, my friends. This is what my binders end up looking like. So, we flip it open. It takes a couple hours, but I think it is so worth it. Let's see, can we fit it? There. I think that's pretty much as good as we're gonna get it. So here's what it looks like. Here is what my binder looks like after opening a booster box of cards. We have got them all in numerical order. We've got the sticky notes with the name and the number of what we were missing. You do get a lot of cards in a booster box, but it is surely not enough to complete it. That is not me complaining, that is just me stating the facts. Here we go. So, especially nowadays with the pull rates that Pokemon has been doing, it's especially sad in this area. So once we get into the full arts, I also label them as such, especially now that, we have got alt arts. Yes, there's one. So there's a differentiation, not only between number, but also between type. So, I don't know, I like it. And then, ready for sadness? I'm trying to think. I think it's in my Chilling Rain binder. To this day, I still have a full 2 pages back to back where it's nothing but sticky notes in the full art and alt art and secret art section. Or secret rare. I mean, it's so sad. And then we've got the sad, like, $2 or $3 Go Lurk. Whatever, we pulled it. It's all good. It's all good. Here's this page where it's pretty much the same, but we have beautiful Altahard Noivern V. Yes, we do. And then even further, getting into the, there are rainbow rares on this page too. Up until through all of the ultra rares and stuff, before the secret rares, aka once the set ends, which 203 is the official number on the set, we get into rainbows and whatnot, and I personally don't care to collect all of those. It's one of those things where, like, if I do get them randomly, fine, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to spend extra money on them. So you'll start to see that, like, where's 206? I don't remember what rainbow rare is number 206, but I don't want it. So I'm not gonna make room for it in my binder. And usually the rainbow rares that I want are just favorite Pokemon of mine, or just Pokemon that I think the card looks really cool as a rainbow. And then also that applies to the gold cards. Really the only gold cards that I care about are the shiny gold Pokemon, and then the energy cards. I've never pulled an energy card gold form. Someday. And I usually tend to like the places, when they're a gold card. So Turffield Stadium, Stormy Mountains, the Crystal Cave. It's really the items that I don't usually care for, like the helmet thing you can get in this one. You can get that shaker bottle in a gold card. I mean, granted, they usually, once the set has been out for a couple months, they're usually worth $5 or less. So, like, I could buy them, but like I said, I would rather spend my money on other cards, things like an alt art that I don't know that I'll ever be able to actually afford. But I would rather put, the 10, 15, however many dollars that I could have spent on 3 more gold cards that I don't want. I'd rather put that towards a card that I actually want. So there's all of that. This one I left empty so that in case I accidentally pull a rainbow or something that I didn't want specifically, then I'll have room. I can just take a sticky note and move it down. The sticky notes don't leave any residue on these pages, at least I've never encountered that, so it's really easy for me to do that. And then also, just in case I get more than one that I didn't want, I have got this whole sheet of 9. I can't imagine I would pull more than 9 or 10 that I didn't want. But then we get into our reverses. At least I store them in the back of my binder. I like having them all laid out like this, and I don't label these because it takes so long to do the front part that by the time I get to here, I'm over it. Oh, hi, you can see a very distorted image of me here, can't you? Cute! But yeah, you just have to, if you're going to do this like I do, you just have to be sure that you're mindful that VMAXs and V cards, that sort of a thing, they don't come in a reverse rare. So like here, we have got card number 1, there'll be 2 and 3, Hoppip and Skiploom, and then Jumpluff, and then there's some more cards and some V cards in between here, but like Petalil, number 9 in the set, would usually go here, but since there must have been some kind of a VMAX or something, or a V card, yep, a V and a VMAX card, those won't come in a reverse rare, ever. So like, you don't need a space for them in your reverse portion of your binder. So you just have to make sure you're counting out correctly in that sense, and then you will be able to find their spot. And not only can you do that easily with Pokelector, but then also if you would like, I personally, I'll buy an ETB with each set. I haven't been able to get my hands on one for Evolving Skies yet, hopefully though. Then I usually take the playbook or whatever and I stick it in the back so that it has the set list in it, and I can just look through that and insert my cards. But as you can see, I feel like any of the sets that are near or above 200 cards, you end up needing 1 or 2 extra pages if you want to do the layout the same way I do. So you can see with the reverse hollows, I needed a little bit more. So I think there was, what, I think Toy Catcher is the last one, maybe, if I'm remembering correctly. Because then after that, after the last trainer card, it's just full arts and stuff, so you can't get reverses of those either. But that is that, my friends. That is a binder. And also, in case you want to see how satisfying it is to add cards to your binder once you have it all labeled like this, at least, like I said, I think it's fun. I have opened one more booster box on my own because this really is a hobby of mine. I do this off camera as well, but you can see I got another Holo Victini. So Victini, you can slide in behind your other one there, and these can hold, I find, comfortably 3 cards. I actually like having the 3 cards in there, not only because then I have extras of my cards, but also because when you just have one, especially when it's just one with a sleeve on it, they tend to slip out really easily when you're flipping through the pages. And I don't like that. But when there's 3 of them, especially when it's 3 of them in the front and the back, it ends up being really snug and secure and my cards never fall out. So that's always very nice. But we got another, or I got another Suicune V full art. Not full art. But it is an artwork that takes up the majority of the card. We also got boop-a-da-boop, one new one. I feel like this is one of the most common VMAXs that people pull, but I did not have it. So, nothing to add in here, unfortunately, other than ba-ba-da-ba, this guy, right over here. Perfect. So I don't need to look. I just know exactly where it goes because my Post-it told me, and then I take my Post-it off, and it's perfect. It feels so nice. Seriously, let's do it some more. I've got more ultra rares and stuff to add in, so we can do so, and we can do so together. I pulled 2 out of the same booster box, a Metacham V's. So these, see how that Zapdos wanted to slide away when there's only the 1 in there? So thankfully, I guess, I do tend to pull more than just the 1 holo, so I usually don't have to worry about that. But anywho, we also got the Lycanroc V here. Knock that out. I can't wait. I hope I can pull the Lycanroc VMAX. I really like that card. But we also got a Garbodor VMAX. Yes, we did. That was an exciting pull, even though I know this card will end up being worth only a couple bucks. But I love it with the airplane and stuff. This is just one of those Pokemon VMAXs, like Duraludon, that I think is so stupid, but it's so funny. So I love him. But do you see how the black ones, it just ends up meshing really nicely with these Ultra Pro pages? I think it looks fancy and nice. Got another holo Zoroark, so you can slide in. I got a holo Salamence. That was very exciting. This artwork is so good on this card. I love it. Didn't get any of the Rayquaza, but I did get a Dialga holo, so we'll be able to slide that in, take the sticky notes off. It does, it just feels like you accomplished so much taking those stickies off. And we got a duplicate holo of Hydreigon, so you can slide on in. And now, very exciting, we didn't get any to add in here. However, at least not of rare cards here, but very exciting, my friends. These 2 cards, are you ready to see what I pulled? First, we got the Espeon V. I was so excited to pull this baby. I love the explosion of colors in the background of these full arts. They look so nice. So that one can slide on in. I really hope I can pull the alt art of Espeon V. It is so cute, and it's one of my favorite artists. But the last full art that I pulled, are you guys ready for this? Are you guys ready for this? I nearly cried when I pulled this. I got another alt art. How out of the 2 booster boxes did I get 2 alt arts? I am so happy. I am never that lucky. But like, look at Ray Ray. You are my boy. Look at her. Zinnia. Yeah, look at the little Whismer. So cute. So, I think this is one of like, I'm trying to think, is it a top 3 highest expensive cards? It's either, I would say it's definitely top 5 most expensive in this set. So like, to pull that, like I said, I almost cried. Then see, you've got this nice stack of sticky notes that it feels so good to toss in the recycling when you're done doing this. I don't know, it helps me to feel more accomplished, okay? And then same thing with the reverse hollows, except there are no sticky notes. If I wanted to, I could do them, but I don't care. But so, we just slide them in and we keep on keeping on. And that is how I do it, my friends. That is how my binders work. I personally think it is a great deal of fun. You all can definitely let me know in the comments down below what you think about how I do my binders. How do you do yours? Do you like the way that you do yours? Etc., etc. You can also just let me know if you have been doing any Evolving Skies opening of your own. How have you been doing? Have you had any luck? Etc., etc., all that good stuff. I love hearing from you guys in the comments down below. You can also let me know if you enjoyed the video, found it helpful somehow, whatever the case may be, by giving it a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you're new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? You can go ahead and subscribe. You can tippity tap the notification bell down below and become a member of my casserole family here on this channel, or my main channel. It's really weird doing it from this angle. But I would love to have you here, there, and everywhere. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Bye! Bye, guys! Oh my god, 2 alt arts. I could puke and cry at the same time. I'm so happy! Goodbye!
I went to this club, right? And they had no baggy pants and no sneakers. That was wild.